Welcome back to the Pro Set Sports NFL Network with your boy Tonka. Tackle back in the VR, glory to God. Without God, I would not hear I've started that whole gospel of doors to pay way for people in the Lord's name. Pretty much. Today's video, I'm here to rap about the NFL. Today I have 10 bold predictions for not every team in the National Football League, but I got 10 bold predictions going into the season. We're going to get right into today's video. So we'll start with the LA Rams, the Super Bowl favorites. The most loaded roster in the league. My bold prediction number one is that the Los Angeles Rams finish 6-0 in division play. There was a single division game. That's my bold prediction for the Rams. Now, next for the New England Patriots. I have the Patriots back in the AFC Championship game versus the Denver Broncos. An AFC Championship rematch as the two tens go at Drake May and Bo Nix. I think the Patriots being very, very slept on. Like, but the schedule was soft and they won on these games they were supposed to win and blah, blah, blah. And I don't want to hear that. They got Drake, they got AJ, they got defense. They like that. Back to the conference championship they can go. Number 3, my third bold prediction. Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs win less than 9 games, even if Patrick Mahomes is healthy. I don't think I got enough on the skill position players, man. I love the Kenneth Walker pickup. I think that's huge because he's way better than what Kareem Hunt or Isaiah Pacheco will ever give you. But I don't love the receiving core. I think Rashee Rice is solid, but he can't stay out of jail. Tyquan Thornton is cool, but he not nothing to write down about. And Xavier Worthy has been disappointing first-round pick. So that's my thoughts on that. Another bold prediction. It's my last team prediction. The Green Bay Packers missed the playoffs. I said it. Hear me out here. Do you think they're one of the best 7 teams in the NFC without Micah Parsons for the first month and a half of the season, I want to say? The answer is no. I have 7 teams above them. They're my first team out. I have Eagles, Cowboys, Lions, needs to say Bears, Rams, Seahawks, 49ers, all above them in the pecking order. I will go a second step further. I have the Washington Commanders right now over them as well. Because they're not missing a critical player like this to start their season. I think it's going to hurt them too much. I'm sorry. Packers miss playoffs. Next bold prediction will be stat predictions. Not stat predictions, but, breakout candidates. Number 1 is Cameron Ward, the Tennessee Titans quarterback, former number 1 overall pick. He had 11 touchdowns and 2 interceptions, 2 total turnovers in the final 8 games of last season. I think he really, really started to turn a corner, start to find his receivers. He got receivers now, Wanda Robinson and Carnell Tate. They still have Tony Pollard and Tajay Sharp. They add David Bellinger as well. I don't think that's really that big, but, he is an additional offense. I think the defense gets better with Jermaine Johnson coming in. So, Cam Ward, man, I think he's going to hoop this year. 300 yards, 20 touchdowns, bare minimum. Number 2, my next breakout candidate is Chinesium Okonkwo. For the Washington Commanders. He had 56 catches for 560 yards last year with the Tennessee Titans. Former AFC South family member here in Chig Okonkwo, playing with rookie Cam Ward. A former Titan here with another Titan at the last segment there. I believe that Chig Okonkwo is going to be a 700-yard tight end this year. He's playing with Jaden Daniels. Jaden Daniels loves the tight end. There's not many high-end weapons outside of Terry McLaurin in this offense. So I think Chig is going to be leaned on heavily, and he's going to have a huge, huge year. 75 catches, 757 yards, 10 touchdowns for Chig Okonkwo. Next, Bill Krosky-Merritt will be a 1,000-yard back in the Commanders' offense this season. I don't care what no one says about Bill Krosky-Merritt. He is the best running back in this room for the Commanders. I believe he had 805 yards last year on 175 carries. That is phenomenal for a guy that was phased out the offense on several occasions and put in the doghouse at one point because of his fumbles. That's the one thing I worry about Bill Krosky-Merritt. If he holds on to the football and he maximizes opportunities, he'll be a 1,000-yard back. He'll have 200 receiving yards. And I'm going to say 10 total touchdowns for the sophomore prospect in Bill Krosky-Merritt. I think he's going to have a huge season. I think he's been slept on. I think he's going to hoop and put himself into conversations to where he is, one of the ones. Bounce back guys. Tank Dell is back. He came back from that ACL, LCL, meniscus tear with the dislocation in his knee. I think Tank Dell's going to come back and immediately produce for the Houston Texans. He had 667 yards before he got hurt in 2024. I expect to be a statistic drop off, but I'm gonna say he has 500 yards in his first season back from the injury, and over 35 catches and at least 3 touchdowns for the fourth-year prospect out of Houston. Next bounce back candidate is Trey Hendrickson. Trey Hendrickson had a really down year. He had less than 5 sacks last year for the Cincinnati Bengals as he was struggling through injuries and things of that nature. But I do think he's going to bounce back and have 10 sacks this year for his now old new team in the Baltimore Ravens. And I do believe he'll have at least 15 tackles for loss this year as well. He's going to have a huge season, bro. They need it from Trey. They need the pass rush, and he's going to bring it. I know he'd be 32 years of age now, but that doesn't mean he can't hoop. So I got 10 sacks, 15 TFLs for the former Bengals edge rusher here in Trey Hendrickson, now of the Baltimore Ravens. You know what I'm saying? He's going to have a huge season. I really believe that. And he's going to lead the Ravens back into the postseason on defense, that is. Finally, the newest Patriot in the house, A.J. Brown. Arthur Juan Brown will have 1,300 yards off of 85 catches and 7 touchdowns for the New England Patriots, former Eagles receiver. Thank God, praise the Lord. He is out the NFC East. Boy, I'm so happy. I hope A.J. Brown go out there and hoop for the New England Patriots and Drake May. And that he'll be a part of that AFC Championship appearance I talked about with the New England Patriots, back-to-back AFC Championship appearances. I do think that Drake May has the number 1 wide receiver. I think it takes our offense to a new level and let Kayshon Boutte eat and let everyone else eat, like the Pop Douglases and the Hunter Henrys of the world. If that's today's video, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so. On the road to 100 subscribers. I appreciate you guys so much. Love y'all. Have a great day. Comment your thoughts on these 10 bro predictions for the NFL season. Peace.